Oh, hey, excuse me.
Yeah, what's up?
What is this place?
Yeah, this is ARCO. Have you been in? Do you want to check it out?
I'd love to.
Yeah, come on.
So, what is ARCO?
ARCO is Price Hill's home for arts and community events, and it is formerly the Price Hill Masonic Lodge, but Price Hill Will redeveloped it, renovated it, and now it's a home for arts events, community events, rentals, and yeah, it's our home.
Awesome. So, who are you?
I'm Tiffany, and I'm the marketing and venue director here at Price Hill Will. Come on.
It's nice to meet you. My name's Lillian.
Hi, Lillian.
Whoa, what is this place?
Yeah, well, welcome to Shawnee Theater. This is the first floor theater, the bigger theater at ARCO, and it is named after the indigenous people of the area.
So how many people can fit in Shawnee Theater?
Yeah, well, ARCO is a DIY space by nature, so it kind of depends on the renter and how they want to set it up. So I try to say that it's about 150 people on round tables and about 210 if you're doing rows for like a performance.
So you said DIY space,
Yeah.
like do it yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Do it yourself. So whenever people rent here at ARCO, it's completely empty, just like you see it right now, but we have plenty of tables and chairs to outfit the whole building. And then people can come in if they're on a budget and just do the entire thing themselves. Or if they want to have some extra helping hands, we have like a whole a la carte package system where I can help and we can actually kind of take care of most of their needs anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, who typically rents or uses ARCO?
I would say about 70% of the people who rent here are nonprofits. Lots of them are performance-based, you'll see because of the other theater. And then we also rent to residents. Sometimes we have wedding receptions. Yeah, just depends.
So, Tiffany, was there supposed to be a stage here?
Good job, Lillian. Yep, there was a stage here originally. So when ARCO was renovated, hold on, let me get back there. Hi, here again. So the building, actually, when we were renovating it, we used historical tax dollars to renovate it, new market tax credits. And with the historical tax credits, we had to remove any of the items that were not original to the building. So in the original layouts for the building, there was no stage here. I know there was one later, but we had to remove it because it wasn't an original mapping of it. So if hopefully we are able to actually install one, hopefully we'll be able to add in a removable one, but in 2027, we should be able to put in a firm one that can actually attach to the walls and all of those things, a traditional one you'd be used to.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So, what does ARCO stand for?
Great question. So names are really important to us here. ARCO actually means arts and community. It also is the first position for stringed instruments. We also have Shawnee Theater, like I mentioned. We have Mia Mia Hall, and we have the Iris Gallery, and each of them have different name meanings.
Super cool. Oh, I see that Price Hill Will. So,
Okay.
What is Price Hill Will?
Great question again. Price Hill Will, we are the CDC for East, West, and Lower Price Hill. This is an example of some of the things we do. A CDC is a community development corporation, and what that means, we do commercial developments, we do placemaking projects, and what we do is really dictated by the community and the community plan. So we've been around for about 20 years now.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So what's over here?
Yeah, so this is a practice room. When people rent or use ARCO, there are 2 to 3 practice rooms available at any time. So people can use them for, if it's a wedding reception, you may want to get dressed in another space that's not a bathroom, or if it is maybe a larger event and you need like breakout rooms, you may use something like this, but they're just kind of flexible rooms that people can use, yeah.
Super cool. So ARCO was renovated.
Yeah.
When was it renovated?
ARCO was renovated in 2019 and finished in 2020.
How much did it cost?
Cost $20 million, $10 million. Just kidding.
That's still a lot.
It is still a lot. Yeah, we don't have all that money. We're a nonprofit. So like I said, historical tax credits, new market tax credits, and the city of Cincinnati, thank you very much. So
So how big is the space?
ARCO is 21,000 square feet. There's lots of hallways, so it kind of tricks you.
So you mentioned there was 2 theaters in here?
Yep, I'm taking you to Miamia Hall right now.
What's your favorite room in here?
This one, actually. This is the Iris Gallery. It's my favorite because of all the natural light that you get in this space. It's really good for photography moments. But like I said, names are important to us. So Iris also can be the Iris, which is means rainbow in Greek. And here we're about to go into Miamia Hall, and that is the name for the Miamia people who were original there. So we're gonna have to fix that. Old renovation.
Old place.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, you said it used to be Masonic Lodge.
Yeah, you can see it in the glass.
So, like, what did they used to use this room for?
Yeah, so upstairs, like in most Masonic halls, this was more the ceremonial space. This was the place for members. So they would have their normal meetings up here, but then any of the more public events, in this house specifically, they had like spaghetti dinners and things like that, performances for the community. That would be downstairs, but the members were only allowed up here. And they would have seats around the edge on all these little platforms you see, and then they would be faced inside to whatever was happening with the membership. And then right up here is roughly where the Grand Master of the lodge would be.
So what do you guys use this room for nowadays?
Yeah, so most of the events are actually downstairs because we only really have performance events in here. And a big reason is because of this lovely piano that we have.
This is a nice piano.
Yeah, this is a Boston grand piano. Normally, a nonprofit like us could not afford something like this. This was a very generous donation from Larry Howard, a former Cincinnati musician, before she passed away. So yes, she's quite lovely.
Do you play?
Well, clearly not, no. I was an actor and a singer, not a musician.
So how many people can fit in here?
Yeah, so we can usually fit about 180 people in rows for performances. And then we fit about 100 people on rounds. And we do have some like smaller fundraisers that fit really well in here too.
Wow. So I'm noticing some spotlights and some other stuff. What kind of amenities does ARCO have?
That's a great point. Yeah, we do have some really great amenities. So AV equipment is probably my favorite thing that we have. We have spotlights in both theaters. We have 2 different kinds of projectors. We have 2 different kinds of audio systems, and they're all priced really well where, you know, you can have like the semi-professional using it, but you can also then have just, you know, folks who want to have a graduation here. They can do that too. But we have other things. We have decorations. We have people who can do the setup for everything. Or if you need helping hands, more than that, like event actual setup, you can hire somebody like me who can be there the day of your event and help out.
Oh, that's super cool. Ooh, Tiffany, what's this stuff on the wall?
Oh, good question. That was actually some of the original tin from the building. So like I said, since it's a historical building, since we did historical tax credits to renovate it, we had to find different things throughout the building to keep original. So the tin is original. This stair banister is original. A lot of the flooring, all the flooring you saw in Iris Gallery is original. All the bricks on the outside of the building are original.
Oh, that's super cool. Hold on, you've had an elevator this whole time?
Yeah, sorry about that, yeah. But it was probably the smartest renovation choice we've had in the whole building because you really can't have an event venue, one that's 4 floors plus a basement, without an elevator. So now we're fully ADA accessible because of that too.
So what's in the basement?
Oh, actually it's the Price of Will offices. We keep our staff down there, and then there's one more room I want to show you.
So what's the most common question you get asked about ARCO?
Parking, we do have parking lot, 55 cars.
Sweet. Is there any fun facts you want to give about ARCO?
I think we're haunted. I've seen, heard things, 2 a.m. Yeah. Oh my God. We've even had a ghost tour on here.
You've made it. So this is a different looking room.
Yeah, this is a catering kitchen. So I like to call it a warming kitchen, not a catering kitchen, but it's a really great benefit for specifically like residents or private event runners who maybe want to not have to cater a whole meal that can get expensive, but if they want to do just something for their family and friends and they want to potluck the whole thing themselves, then we have warming ovens right here, and then we have a fridge over here, and they're welcome to use all the items in here as long as they bring it back to the way it is. And, yep.
Awesome. So is there anything people should know?
Yeah, in that room specifically, we don't have ice. Everybody asks about ice, but we don't have it.
So this must be the Price Hill Will office.
It is. I wanted to take you in here and show you some of the other things we do.
Oh.
So we've got photos of our homesteading project, our commercial space, the Warsaw Avenue Creative Campus. We also have just some general project photos that we've done from different kind of community events. We've got photos over here from ARCO when it was first being renovated.
Whoa.
Very happy because now it feels, it's odd to see this because before you feel like dirty and stuff kind of looking at them, and now the space is so great.
Such a big change.
It is such a big change. And then we have the My Cincinnati kiddos over there. That's a program that we have had for over a decade now, where we usually have about 120 students in the Price Hill area who can have free after-school music education. It's a great opportunity for them. Yeah.
Wow, super cool. Is there anything else people should know?
Yeah, so like I said, Price Hill Will's been around for 20 years. We have lots of programs, lots of opportunities for people to just come and engage with the space. Maybe if they want to take a wellness class, because we have wellness classes here like 4 days a week, like everything from yoga to Zumba. But like I said, it's a space for rent too. So definitely come in, check it out. And yeah, we're happy to have everybody here.
Awesome. Thank you, Tiffany.
Yeah, absolutely, Lillian. So let me know if you have any questions. You can fill out stuff online that we've got, forms if people are interested. And, oh, I did think of one thing. I still need a stage. So if anybody wants to donate to our stage.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Tiffany.
All right, have a great one. Bye.